Encore une mise en scène codée. Un agent ICE tire 3 balles à 3333 Portland Avenue, au niveau de la 33e rue, et il passe devant un tyrannosaure, symbole du tyran. En face, on a le numéro 3332. Et le lendemain, à Portland, Oregon, le 33e État, un autre agent tire sur un homme de 33 ans et une femme de 32 ans. René a 3 enfants, 15, 12 et 6 ans. 33. L'agent a déjà reçu 33 points de suture. Dans la symbolique maçonnique, 33 marque la Renaissance, comme le prénom René en français. Et la scène se situe à quelques blocs de celle de George Floyd, parce que c'est la suite logique. Le choc émotionnel crée les protestations. On descend dans la rue et le chaos produit sert ensuite à justifier le changement vers un état policier à la Hunger Games. Parce que sans chaos, pas de nouvel ordre. Ice, c'est le froid, la machine sans empathie. Exactement comme l'univers de la saga. Trump, c'est Snow, celui qui transforme la violence en spectacle. Et il a même annoncé les Patriot Games. Dans le dernier film, on voit les architectes du jeu, avec le logo maçonnique, des professionnels de la mise en scène.
All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to all the brothers and the few sisters out there. Unto the thy foreigners from the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Shalom in the Hebrew, which means peace. Don't believe your eyes. Whatever we see, the agitation of the people losing it, um, everything that's being played out on the media, social media. Well, social media is the only thing that's telling the truth, but you're not supposed to believe your eyes that you see, because these devils, everything's plotted out. All right. There's going to be a time where it's going to get real, real. But right now, we're in a time of great deception at an all-time high. They're trying to agitate everybody. All right. They're pushing people to the breaking point. And if you don't behave the way they want you to behave, that doesn't mean they're going to stop agitating you. Okay. That means they're going to keep on pushing until they get a result. Hey, just like how women, when they want to get an emotional reaction from a man, and they keep pushing and pushing and pushing him until she get that emotional reaction. See, either quote unquote she loves him, or I mean he loves her, or whatever psychological. Same thing with these devils. They want to get a reaction on the people. They want to test the temperature, so to speak. That's why more and more things are taking place where people's lives are even more miserable than it ever was before. So with all this misery that everyone is experiencing now, and with the mindset of this is America, this is all about freedom, and all this placating, ego-driven mindset, that pride spirit, people are being taken down a notch, because in this world, it's not about being humble or being content. It's all about pride. All right, exuding in pride. So since everybody has this certain mindset, and people starting to see that their freedom is being infringed, they're being threatened, they want you to give an emotional response for that. But you not knowing that never was freedom. There was never anything that you was told. You was taught a lie. This is why they do these things. This is to get people reacting in a certain manner. So when they come down and they'll be justified for what they're doing. This is how you know they got flaws in their system. All right. This is why we got to look everything up, or we see something happens. This is all right. It is what it is. You don't know what's true or not. Um, 2 Corinthians 2:11. These saints should get an advantage of us, but we are not ignorant of his devices. So we can't go out there willy-nilly, blind to the fact how evil these people could be, how devastating these people are. All right. We can't be blind to the fact, yo. All the stuff that you've been taught was a lie in this world. Everything that we've been taught was a fucking lie. This is the actual truth. So people are starting to realize this because we're in a time of revelation, the unveiling. And then when you first hear about you being mistreated, the first thing you want to do is harm somebody. And this is what they want to do. Did the show, I mean, I don't remember the last one. But this isn't my thing. The vice president, gotta go here. The vice president said that they're gonna have to go door to door. That's an emotional response. And for what? They can't even explain right here. They're planning. This is a day ago. They're planning to go. They're planning on to go door to door. Okay. They're planning to go door to door to do what? To find people that's illegals. All right. That's what they're planning to do. So illegals, if you're illegal, so to speak, they planning to come into your house and kick your door in. But what if, as they always have been doing, they go to the wrong house? They go to the wrong people. They're not apologizing. This is what they did to that woman. All right. A white woman, to be exact. Because she thought she had freedom. She thought both of them dykes thought they was in a status, you know, they had a certain privilege. And boy, oh boy, did she learn? Or is she really she really gone? Because everything is a psyop. All right. Everything that these people do is a psyop. All right. A psyop is a psychological thing. So from everything, the 33 stitches, this is all a dog and pony show. And they all they expect, what they're gonna get, what they've been pushing is people to do something about it. There's a saying in the streets and the saying in the White House. Fuck around and find out. That's what the devil's telling everybody. Fuck around and find out. So they have no other choice to do what they're doing. Time is running out. They on a spiritual clock. All right. Their time is running out. So they're sending forth their greatest adversary, their daddy. All right. First Peter 5:8. It says, "Be sober, be vigilant." Vigilant means to what? To look, to watch. Metaphorically, give strict attention to. Be cautious, active. So we got to be cautious and active. All right. At all costs. So to take heed, remissive indulgence, some destructive calamity suddenly overtaking one. And that's what they plan to do. So your job is to ensure you don't get caught up into the madness. Eventually, everybody's going to get it. But you can't fall for the devil's traps. It says, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion seeketh about, I'm sorry, as a roaring lion walketh about seeking whom he may devour. And the whom that he may devour is the people that's emotionally unstable. Okay? The people that see something and then it triggers their emotions. You watch a movie, and some people watch movies and they become, you know, get emotional about the movie, which this, that's a human thing. So if you see something on the television that's supposed to be news, that's supposed to be real, and it's not real, and you feed into the fact that whatever the narrative they're pushing, they got you. And those demons, that's how they jump on people. All right, they jump on people through emotions, because everybody out here are accepted to spirits, because they got no hedge about them. They have no stronghold. Well, I got to bring out my favorite scripture every time I say that. Keep forgetting where it's at. um, rule of there. Proverbs 25 and 20, 25 and 28. He that have no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down and without walls. So a city that's broken down without walls, it has no protection. And since everybody out here is so emotionally checked in to whatever they've been feeding them throughout all these years, this is a psychological warfare that's been going on. Everybody's mind has been primed to the facts, all right, which is the false narrative. Everybody's being primed to see that these devils, whatever they pumping out there, they believe it's true. So everybody out here is emotionally weak, all right, emotionally weak. So the devil is coming down having great wrath, which I'm gonna get that. And all they trying to do is agitate you, to irritate you, to make you do something that you shouldn't do. And what people shouldn't not do, lose their fucking mind. There's gonna be a point where you have the rights to lose your mind, to lose it on these people. But even in that sense, even when you're right, they still got you. This is a horrible, terrible game that they playing. Revelation 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is coming down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. So he's on the time clock, and the people of the world is just the vessels to fill his wrath. That's all it is. This is a terrible thing that's going on, but beautiful in the same sense. Okay, it's beautiful in the same sense. This is a tragic, a beautiful tragedy, because it's gonna force people to do certain things that normally they would not do because of the ego and their pride. People is gonna get in line. All right, Matthew 24 and 6. It says, "You shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled." So we're not supposed to be troubled by what we see. When you go to the Greek word trouble, it says to cry aloud, make a noise by outcry. In the New Testament, NT, that's what I'm supposed to mean. To trouble, frighten. To be troubled in mind, to be frightened, alarmed. So we're not supposed to be troubled in mind. We're supposed to be steady as a rock. The scripture says what? Isaiah 33 and 6. That wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of our times. When you go into the word stability, it goes into the Hebrew word amawan, which amawan means faith. So our faith of our time, knowing that what the Lord told us is going to happen, is going to happen. But we're not supposed to be mentally harmed by it, so to speak. We're supposed to be able to deal with that. All right. So no brothers out there should be going out upset unless it physically fits you. You know, scripture says be angry but not sin not. So yeah, you're gonna be angry. You are gonna be upset, but don't let that, don't let the emotions get to you, because this is how they're gonna get the majority of people. This is how they're going to ensure that they could lock people up. Matter of fact, since I said that, Revelation 3:10, because it's all about what right now. It's them. Matter of fact, it's not 3:10. It's 2:10. The vice president said out of his own mouth that those federal agents have um, immunity, so they're above. They can't be prosecuted at all. So this is the wrath of the Lord that's coming on everybody. Okay, it says Revelation 2:10. Fear not none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that you may be tried, and you shall be have tribulation 10 days, and be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. So they are going to scoop brothers up. A lot of us are going to be put to death. All right. And a lot of us are going to lose it on them. But all these are that's the way the Lord, this is the Lord's story. This is how the Lord wants things to be done. All right. The Lord wants things to be done in a certain way. Because when we lose it on them, hey, the Spirit of the Lord is going to be with us. But as for everybody else, they're all falling into that trap. Okay? They all fall into that trap. This is why we got to be solidified through the Spirit of the Lord. It says on Ephesians 6:10, finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. The wiles is the trickery of the devil. Wiles mean metidah, cunning arts, deceit, craft, trickery. This whole world is an open book now. We see what they're doing. It's plain. All right, we got the spiritual eye salve. So we see what they're doing. We know what they're doing. And our response is, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Let the Lord guide our ways, and be not like these other people, get caught up in the traps of the devil. All right? Because he have set up plenty of traps. Okay? So with that being said, we'll sign real quick to the Spirit. Shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom.